Auntie Jo here with Auntie Jo Sews. So today is going to be a quick little video on how to upcycle your Thanksgiving or Christmas cards. I like to do a lot of upcycling. I think it helps with recycling and keeping stuff out of trash bins and out of landfills and stuff like that. So what I've done today is I took a Christmas card that I got. I'm a member of SwapBot, so we swap Christmas cards and postcards and stuff, and I've actually started a couple of swaps on there where we're doing upcycled postcards. So you take an old greeting card, Christmas card, Thanksgiving card, and then upcycle it into a postcard like this. This is one I got, and I just turned it into a postcard with a stamp and some cardstock. Super easy. So let me show you how I did that. So basically, you're going to take any card, and it doesn't matter if there's writing. You can see there's writing here. It doesn't matter if there's any writing on it at all. You're just going to take your card, and I recommend when you go to cut your card, use a cutter, because it's going to be a much smoother process for you, so you won't have to worry about fussy cutting it into place. And then I always cut on the back, because it's usually, not all the times, but usually easier to see where the card front stops and the back of the card starts. So I'm gonna cut that and get rid of the back there and set this out of the way. I'm trying not to bump the camera. I've got a new location for the camera, so as you can see, it's making a shadow, so we're gonna have to work with some stuff, but there you go. Okay, so here's the front of my now postcard, and all I'm gonna do is take my, oh wait, hang on. So, okay, so here's a boo-boo, and I don't like editing out boo-boos, so we're going to work with it. Okay, so you could see I actually cut off too much of the backing that I was going to use. So instead of ruining a whole other sheet of, cutting a whole other sheet of cardstock, I am just going to cut a little bit off the top here and a little bit off the bottom. So let me just do... I don't even think it's a 1/4 of an inch. It's a very small amount off that top. And I'm also going to trim up the side again too. I just want to make that just a touch smaller. And then we'll do just below the Thanksgiving here, so we still keep the Thanksgiving. And now we are back, maybe, oh, just a little more, maybe just right next to the Snoop's hat. I don't know. We'll see here. Now, crafting is always a work in progress, I think. All right, so now we're good. All right, so what we're going to do, and I like to do this because it gives me a little bit of security, because I'm not super good at lining up stuff. When I have the whole back of something, covered in the tape, I will basically just use one strip to kind of get it in space, because it's much easier to remove one piece of the double-sided tape from my boo-boo than remove a ton of them. So I put it here on the edge of the card. It's going to be the front of the postcard, and we'll pull that off, and we're going to line it up. And the best way I found to line them up is to just set them next to each other here, so that you've got a flat surface already lining your stuff up. Boom, you're lined up. Here you go, you put it into place. Now you're already lined up. All you have to do is stick it in your cutter. Just like that. Make sure you're right on. Looks like I'm right on. Boom. There's my postcard. Now remember, I still have to go back in and tape it so that it doesn't come apart in mailing. And then what I like to use, and I've seen the clear ones, but I prefer this wood one to make the postcard body. And I use Lawn Fawn, which I absolutely love. The ink is just fabulous. I use it as much as possible. So I'm going to put a bunch of ink, not a bunch, but some ink on the actual postcard part of the stamp. And then I'm going to flip him over. And let's see here. So if I have a postcard and he's like that, I'm going to flip him like that. So I'm going to like that. So then we're going to take it. Make sure you line it up as close as you can with the corners here, and make sure it looks good. Okay, you get it? Don't move it. Push it down. The last time I tried to do this, I knocked on it to push it down. The dogs thought that I had someone at the door. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to push it really hard and then hold here, lift up, and there's our postcard. Now remember, I will have to go back in and retape this down, but now from an old greeting card that was going to go in the trash or stored away forever, never to be seen again, to a nice new recycled postcard that I can send someone and they are actually going to enjoy. Anyway, that's my video for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, please take a minute and subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/Auntie Jo Sews. Have a great day.